So just to check, are you menstruating? Do you have any injuries in your body? Okay. So I'm going to start. Is it okay if I touch your feet? Okay, great. So I'm just going to start by gently leaning my weight into your feet. And there's 3 points of the feet, so I'm starting at the heel, and your job is just to breathe. So you can relax, you can close your eyes. And this is called palming the feet. And I'm working on the sole of the foot. I'm going to begin at the heel and then palm the sole of the foot and then the big toe. And I'm just gently rolling the big toe forward. And giving a foot massage is always the best part of the Thai massage. So you want to make sure that this part is done very thoroughly. And when we work with palming, we're just using the palm of the hand to deliver very gentle pressure. And most of our work in Thai massage is palming. Then we use our thumbs. So for this next part, I'm going to thumb from the bottom of the arch, pressing just gently with the thumbs, and then walking thumb press all the way up to the toes. When I get to the toe, I'm just going to run my fingers to the tip of the toe, give a little pinch, and pull off. And I'll do this for each toe, so a little bit lower on the arch. I like to do 5 points, but if someone's taller, you can do 6, or if someone has smaller feet, maybe just 3. And I do each toe from the base of the arch to the tip of the toe and a little pull. And I do the same for the first toe, the second toe, the third toe, and the fourth toe. But for the pinky toe, I'm going to reach over the top and just come to the outer foot. And I do the pinky toe from the outside. And in Thai massage, we always start with palming and then thumbing. So we thumb the lines and then back to palming. So once you've done each line of the toes, we come back to palming. So once we've done the feet, we're going to palm up the legs. So I turn my fingertips up, and then I'm just going to alternate palming. So that's right, left, right, left. So you can do both at the same time, but one at a time feels really nice. So just walking up the calf and down. And staying off the bone, we're working here on the soft tissue and just opening up all the energy channels down the yin meridians, the insides of the legs. And then as you come up the legs, we're going to come to the knee. And then take your hands and just cup the kneecap, and we just do little circles at the knee. This can feel really, really nice, especially if there's tension or pain in the knee massage. And then as I come up the thigh, we're just going to gently lift the hips, and without too much pressure here, just very lightly, fingers turn out. We're going to palm, alternate palms up the thigh, and then back down. And you can do this once or twice. And then we'll come all the way back down, palming the legs. Such a nice feeling. And then all the way back to the feet, palming the feet. And complete. Now, when we practice Thai massage on a woman, we usually will start on her left side. So I'm going to start on the left leg, but if you're practicing on a man, you would start on the right leg. I'm just going to take the foot and just lift the foot and bring it into my lap center. I'm holding with my left hand, and then like a joystick, I'm gonna grip the toes and just circle the foot. Now this one feels good if you can joystick the whole body. So you lean back, push a little bit. This helps to detract the joint and also just gives a little bit of circulation through the body. And you might notice your head will bob a little bit. Go both directions. And just being mindful if there's any injury or anything in the ankle, just you'll feel that a little bit here. Next, we'll twist the foot so the hand comes across, gently twist, and then a little pull of the leg. And these ones you can do at the big toe, getting a little twist. I like to think about wringing out the foot and twist. Switch hands, other hand on the bottom, top hand reaches over, and then we'll twist the other way. And this internally rotates the leg. These feel so good, you can't do these ones wrong. Internal rotation and pull. So nice and relaxing. From there, we're just gonna slowly bend the knee and place the foot flat. So this creates a nice bend in the knee, and we're gonna come up and just seal the foot in place with our knees and sit down. Okay, so once you have the leg here, you're gonna feel that it wobbles just a little bit, so you wanna make sure that you stabilize it with your hand. I'm gonna reach my hand across. This is called playing the cello. I'm gonna reach across to the inside line, and then both hands inchworm down. Now what sometimes happens here when you're learning, you'll take your hand over top like a frog leap. These ones are just inchworm down the leg and back up. And I'm on either side of the quadricep, so you're gonna notice that you can kind of feel the quadricep in between your hands. So you can go up and down playing the cello. This is a really nice one, massaging the quad. And then we'll come to the center. So we're gonna take fingertips together at center and just gently work down the midline. And I'm pressing the midline and pulling up. And these are the Sen meridians. So there are 3 on the inside and the outside and the center line. Once I get to the hip, I'm going to interlock my palms, grab a hold, and then just glide my hand up the leg. And these ones feel so good. I can't help but do them 3 times. I often will do things 3 times. And 3. So once that one's done, I'm going to push the foot now all the way in. So not everyone will have full flexion, but we want to see if we can get the heel all the way to the hip for this next one. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my left hand to stabilize, my right hand to shin, and I'm just going to press down the front of the shin. So I'm doing the whole front line of the leg. Feels so good. Down and up, just palming. You can also, of course, do thumbing. So you can work with your thumb down, and I'm on the soft tissue, which is just in between the muscle and the bone. So the tie lines, or the Sen lines as we call them, are right between the muscle and the bone. And then from here, I'm just going to take my hands and one more time, just give a little tug, and you'll feel this big stretch through the body. Such a good one. Okay, from here, knee to chest. So notice my body hasn't moved much, so we want to feel that we can move the knee to chest with one hand and then connect the heel to the hip with the other. And this creates a nice place to just give a little pressure, and I'm going to bring my right foot alongside. And this all on its own is a great place to work. You can do knee to chest. We're going to take the foot and then just tuck it into the hip crease. So you'll feel that the toes are high. You want to make sure the foot doesn't slip down low. You want to keep the foot high, but the heel right in the crease of the hip. Okay, and then I'm going to take my hand to the knee, one hand to the thigh, and then just gently kneel in. And I've got a flexible person. The more flexible they are, the more flexible you need to be. So you just gently push the knee in toward the shoulder, pressing gently on the opposite thigh. These ones can feel so good. Can do a little work across the body. So as the knee comes across, right hand to the outside. Gentle pulsing, so in and out. And then switching hands, opening a little wider, and gentle pressure down the inside. Always supporting the knee, making sure that stability is there. And any variation of these, you can use both hands on either side. This is such a beautiful way to give a massage. Okay, then we're going to take the foot and just turn. So right knee comes down, left knee comes up, and we're going to straighten the leg and give it a rest. And then left hand to the heel and the elbow up, and we'll just gently press. These ones, just relaxing, releasing the leg. And from here, bend the knee, and we'll just push across, and we're going to roll into side position. And you can roll the person all the way over. It's good to have a bolster here, and that will take us into the next session. But we'll do the other leg first, yeah? So you'll feel it as you come back to center that I've done one leg. And so sometimes in between sides, I like to just take a moment, give you a chance to reset. So this is called snake. Snake. And you're doing snake right because their head will go like a snake. Okay. So we'll do that same sequence on the other side. So taking the foot, we'll do our joystick first. So the hand cups the ankle, other hand cups the toe, and then circling. And Thai massage is so nice because it's a whole body experience. The receiver is receiving, but the giver is also doing a practice. So my body is moving with the movement, go both directions. And it's so easy to deliver. And if you don't find sitting in a kneeling position is your thing, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit any way that comes natural. So we'll twist the foot, reaching across the foot, little twist, wringing it out. Opening up the foot. Whew. These ones are really important, especially at the beginning of the massage, to get all the energy lines flowing. We'll switch. Twisting the other way, reach across. This is an internal rotation of the leg, and then lean back. So simple, so great for the low back. This one, if people complain of low back tension, this one's a must. Stretches the psoas. Yeah, and then bending the knee. We'll take it not all the way in, but just locking it with the knees. And then playing the cello. So we're going to reach across with the fingertips outside of the quad. And then we're just going to make our way down, inchworming down and up. And this takes a little practice to get this inchworm, but what we're doing basically here is we're massaging the quadricep on either side. And these are the Sen meridian, line 1, internal and external. And then fingertips to center. We'll just give a little press and pull. I think this one feels so wonderful. This is the stomach meridian. Nice one for indigestion. And when we get close to the hip, we'll interlock the palms, grab a hold of the flesh, and then just slide up. Do that a couple of times. Feels so nice. And then pressing the heel all the way in, full flexion or as much as they can. Holding the knee, and we'll just use the left hand to go down the front of the shin. And what can be difficult about working on the left side is that your left hand, if you're right hand dominant, your left hand has to really step up and do its part here. So once we've done the shin, we did thumbing on the other side, so we'll just use the thumb down the front of the shin, and I'm not on the bone ever, always in between the muscle and the bone. And then I'm going to cup the hands and give a little extra pull here. She gets this lovely stretch, especially into the low back. The leg is connected by the psoas into the lumbar spine. And then just pressing the front, I'm going to push knee to chest. And pin there while I step up. This one, you know, you catch the heel just in the, this takes a little practice to get the foot located correctly, but it just sits just inside. And then we'll lean in. My hand to the top of the thigh is just for balance here, not too much pressure on the thigh. Mostly here I'm working with my hips. And because if you have someone more flexible, you have to also have more flexibility because they can go so easily into some of these postures. We'll go across the body, so coming down the outside, palming, down the outer hip, and just rocking the body, so it's a full body motion, and then down the inside. And for this one, I press and hold. So I'm pressing and then leaning in with the hip. These ones are such a nice way to deliver massage down the yin channels. And then center, I can do both hands. And just feeling for their flexibility. You know, not everyone will have this level of flexibility. I think Patricia's got a little bit of a special physique. Pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to take the foot. Now here's the tricky one. We call this the Tai Chi turn. So the knee comes down, the other knee comes up. Resting the foot, elbow up. I'm going to cup the heel so the foot is in a flexed position, and then just gently palming the quad. These ones, so nice. A little stretch of the hamstring. And then I'm going to tuck behind the knee. I'm going to step my foot over and then easily just roll her onto her side. And this gets us set up for our next position.